There it is. Woo. If you guys just came from my last video, it's the same night, man. We're just keep going. We finished one rig. We hopped on the green truck. So from the last brown truck video, you can see where I just tore this thing down. We still got to get it set up on jack stands so we can get this thing cut in half. But we got the Dana 70 over here. And we're gonna get this thing cleaned up, get these perches cut off, and get the brake lines off. And right now we're working on getting these big heavy drums off so we can start getting our lightweight brakes set up. I just want to get the whole axle done. That way when it goes in the truck with the 4-link, it is just ready to roll and we can build to it and we'll be rolling. So we're gonna see how far we can get disassembling this thing tonight. Right here.
No way. You ain't got no fluid.
No fluid. Sweet. Oh.
Got the fluid. I should have gloves on.
You don't need gloves for gear oil, dude.
Oh, I'm just smelling.
I love the smell of gear oil.
It'll be on there for weeks. Okay. This concrete.
Oh, look at that sludge, dude.
Semi-clean.
Oh, yeah. Well, there goes the clean shop floor. Get two 12 valves in here.
It's fucking golden.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So there's that little clip. And I don't know, I think we're gonna need all this still.
Oh, yeah.
Ron's got the nut coming off, man. We didn't think we had the right socket. We were hitting it with a screwdriver and a hammer because we didn't have a 2 9/16. And I kept looking, and my grandpa used to be a mechanic, and I said, man, I bet he's got something like that. So we went all the way through the toolbox and we got right down here and sitting right here next to this guy, we found the 2 9/16 socket. So we got the little lock ring off, got the nut off, and now oh, look at that. The hub is off. Next up, we're gonna rip this brake assembly off. I got home from work to an awesome site. Mikey came by the house, grabbed my truck and my trailer, and went and picked up 5 sticks of tubing. So we got all the metal we need to cut this truck up and get this back half started. Thanks, Michael. So back out here in the shop, tonight I just kind of getting the shop reorganized after the last week's chaos. And I think tonight we're going to get the front end jacked up, get it sitting on jack stands, try to get it somewhat leveled out. Not the final level, but get it up in the air where we're gonna be working on it, and then get the fuel drained out maybe, if I find a can big enough to drain it all. Get the battery out, start pulling the wiring out of the frame. So just kind of get everything off of the frame so it's just bare and ready to be cut out and set outside. So there it is, the whole thing's jacked up. Got the fuel cell out, drained that, wiring ran up there, train lines are looped out of the way. So really next up, just gotta do a couple more lines, get everything up to the front, and we can start cutting. All right, last thing in my way, this nitrous line. Pull it up out of here. So everything is off the frame, both sides. Gotta pull this trans cross member out in the morning, probably get the tranny set up, build some legs for the frame, and then we can cut it. All right, so Saturday morning today, we're actually gonna get some stuff done. The last few nights have been kind of weird with filming and stuff, but we're gonna knock it out today. So we already got started, got Michael up here, we're gonna knock it out. We got the front end up, we built these little stilts, welded those on. Now we're getting ready to level it out and weld some right here, and that way this thing will be level, it'll be sturdy, we won't be using jack stands, and then we can get this sucker gone. Well, there it is. Half of it's gone. Sitting out there. I'm getting under here. I'm gonna get this trans pulled out. Mikey's cutting some support so we don't have this thing fall on us, and we're moving right along. Trans cross members out. Ready to start making some more cuts. Michael's making some braces to hold the back of the cab up. And then I gotta cut the cab mount, or not the cab mount, but I gotta cut the downrigger here for the cage. We're gonna do one more cut here to get the back section off, and then we're gonna make our cut up front. Weighed the training cross member. It's about 19 pounds, almost 20 pounds. We're gonna keep weighing parts as we take them off. All right, rear part of the frame. 130 pounds. I think it's pretty heavy. This little back section
86 pounds.
with the cross member, about 86 pounds. So that's 132, 215 plus training cross member, 235. That's what we got out of here so far. Let me cut a little more on the bottom. There it is. Woo. That's as much frame as we got left. One more side to go. This one rail with the outrigger and the body mount, it's like 48 pounds, almost 50 pounds. So that means the other side's gonna be about the same. So we got about 100 pounds here, and we were at what, 230? So 330 is what we cut off. So doesn't seem like much in the grand scheme of things, but we'll be half that weight with tubing. There it is. Got the spring purchase and the shock brackets cut off. Ground all the welds down, just kind of roughed them in. Only had one flap disc, and man, I used that thing till it was almost nothing. Look at me, I am just covered in grinding dust, but it's what you gotta do. So I gotta go to the store and get some more discs so I can really get this thing all smooth and cleaned up, and we can get these brackets tacked on. That'll probably be my next move, the brackets, and also getting the bearings and stuff pressed in my new hubs, and getting the new hubs and discs on this rear end so that it is basically ready to rock. Okay, so I've been working, really focusing on this axle today. So I got it all cleaned up, got the mounts off, ground it down smooth, hit it with a little DA action. So it is pretty much ready for bracketry and stuff to be welded on. Also pulled the this side of the break-in hub and stuff off. So now the axle is essentially bare. No brakes, no hubs, no tabs. So we're ready to start going back together with this. So next up, I'm going to take my new hubs. I got new races. I'm gonna get those pressed in, get the bearings and seals in. That way I can get these axles back in and get their rear end all assembled again. Besides, probably not gonna put the calipers on yet, but that way the hubs, disc, and brakes are all on. Then I can cut my brackets. I'm gonna get the 4-link brackets cut, set around the tube and tacked back together. And that way I can start getting the axle set up in place and we can kind of figure out where it's gonna be. And then pretty soon we'll start building our frame. All right, I got my race here. Had it in the freezer, trying to just make it a little smaller and make it as easy as possible. We're gonna get this thing centered up and hopefully she'll press in. So I got it in here flush. Now I got this old body mount bushing that just fits perfect. It's also got a nice hole in the center so I can get it lined up. And I'm gonna crank her down. Got all the bearings pressed in, the seal in. Gonna get this rotor on here and we can set this thing on the axle. All right, we'll set this thing on there. Full racetrack action here. Sure I did everything right. Cool. What? How's that look, Ron?
Looks pretty dang nice.
Does that look expensive?
I guess.
I ain't as cheap as y'all think. All right, both hubs and rotors and caliper brackets are on. Both sides. Still gotta torque down this axle nut and get the little keeper thing in there so it's good and get the axle slid back in. But for the most part, it is complete. So brakes are on, 4-link brackets are on, still loose, just kind of chilling here. So that's it for tonight. But tomorrow night I'm gonna probably get under here, do a final cut on the frame, get my plates cut to box in the end of the frame, cut some holes in them so I can slide my tubing in there, and then we can get rolling on the tube work. So that's coming up very soon. All right, so next up, I got a straighter line taped out because we just kind of hacked it a little farther back with the plasma. I'm probably gonna hit it with a cutoff wheel to get a nice line started. I may end up finishing it off with the plasma just because space is kind of limited. And then I'll hit it with the flap disc and get it nice and straight so we can have a good spot to weld our plate into. All right, so the frame got a nice clean cut there. Frame is cut. We got the brakes on. We got the axle cleaned up. We got the 4-link brackets on. We got the 4-link kind of set in place. We got everything we need to do, man. We got training crossover out. We got everything supported. This thing is ready for a back half. So I really wanted to get some more done before I made this video. I was really wanting to have some bars in here for you guys. Things have just been kind of crazy lately and just didn't have as much time to work on this as I wanted. But I had to get a video out for you guys and kind of catch you guys up. get you up to speed on what's going on with this thing right now. Next video, we are definitely gonna be doing tube work and have this back half on here, and hopefully maybe it'll be a roller. And that's really my goal. I don't want to make any promises. You never know what's gonna happen. You know, schedules get conflicting and things like that. So trying to get this stuff done and work and deal with, you know, just life. It's tough, but we're getting her done. There's no stopping. So I hope you guys like the video so far. I hope you like the progress. We're going all out on this thing. So subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a comment down below if you're pumped to see this thing four-linked and back half. I know I am. And these brakes, look at these brakes. Are those things just not so sick? So, like I said, like the video, and we'll see you guys on the next one.